Hey there. Just thought I would do a quick video on where I'm at with this LS conversion. Getting the LS2 and Tremec TKO 600 into my Nova. So essentially where I'm at is I've already done a video where I indexed the the bell housing to get that centered. Now I want to measure the air gap for the release bearing or throw out bearing. So I'll make the video kind of short and sweet because there's really not too much to it. But essentially what you want to do is you want to measure from this face right here to the fingers on the clutch itself. So what I did is I kind of went around. Obviously it's easier with two hands, but I basically measured in to the fingers. Kind of hard to tell from here, and these aren't all perfectly, unfortunately they're not all in the exact same position. So I took a bunch of measurements and then I averaged them. So that's one measurement from the outside of here to the fingers of the clutch. And the second measurement, I'll bring this straight edge with me, is from the face of the bearing to this face of the transmission. So this face is where the bell housing meets up. So essentially did the same thing, put a straight edge across, and then measured from this outer edge to the face. So you can either, if you're using the same straight edge, you don't have to do anything. But what I ended up doing is I measured the width of the ruler, and then I would subtract it and kind of go from there. So basically you have to get a starting point. So my when I first started out, I was at 0.455. So that's just under half an inch. What you're shooting for is about a quarter of an inch, or 0.25 thousandths. So in order to do that, it's kind of trial and error. They send you some shims. They only sent me two different sizes. So they sent me, 4 of these thicker guys, and then 2 of the thinner. The thick are about 100, and the thinner ones are 0.040. So it took me 4 times. You can kind of see my math here. So what I would do is I would put the shims in, measure 4 different places, and then average them, just because it's not an exact science, and even having the ruler tilted or whatever, it'll give you a little bit different reading. So try to do it as straight as possible. Took 4 measurements and averaged the 4. So where I'm at now is essentially a 0.224 air gap. 0.250 is a quarter inch. So I'm just shy of a quarter inch. With the shim stacks that I have, my next one, I was going to be at 0.289. So I figured I'm closer to my quarter inch that I want. So that's probably where I'm going to leave it. But yeah, that's basically it. There's not a lot to it. Essentially 2 measurements: face of the bearing to the front of the transmission, and then from the fingers, so the fingers would be kind of like right here, to the face of the transmission, or if you want to leave it on the bell housing, measure it off the bell housing. So that's where you get your numbers from. You want to have about a quarter of an inch, is everything I've read, and yeah, I guess that's kind of it. So let me know if you have any questions, or if this video was kind of a waste of time. But yeah, it worked for me, so let me know. Thanks. Bye.